Corta. El director te dijo corta. Relájate. Entra en paz. Entra en paciencia. Lo que ves todos los días te vende el miedo. Entra en paciencia. Entra en paciencia en todas tus memorias. Lo que viste ayer, la semana pasada, el año pasado. Todo lo que has visto, dile perdón, mándale amor. Lo que vas a ver ahora es un ejemplo de los buenos actores que te enseñan cómo actuar en esta vida. Te enseñan cómo vender su miedo, porque no es tu miedo, es su miedo. Te venden más y más de su miedo.
Why do you believe what you believe? Because at some point in your life, you trusted the information that somebody was giving you. And that someone you trusted told you that a car was a car, a tree was a tree, a bird was a bird, the blue stuff above you is the sky. And that's the way that we began to determine what we believe to be a fact. Most of the things that we believe to be a fact in our lives are told to us through our stories or the news that we hear. So my question would be, if they were deceiving you with the stories they tell you, would you be able to recognize that?
The sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publicly aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 And we believe that the people on the media and the people that we're listening to have our best interests in mind. The problem is what if they don't? So if you stop and think about it, they can place any agenda on the population that they choose.
Better diagnostics, treatments, and a safe and effective vaccine.
COVID-19 diagnostics, therapeutics and vaccines.
Largement du développement et du déploiement rapide de diagnostics, vaccins et traitements efficaces.
Universal access to vaccination, treatment and diagnostics.
Equitable access to new COVID diagnostics, therapeutics and vaccine.
We must all work together on improving diagnostics, accelerating therapies, and ultimately developing a vaccine.
We need to make vaccines, treatment, and diagnostics accessible to everyone.
Vaccines, treatments, and diagnosis will be the most effective way to do it.
We need new diagnostics, vaccines, treatments, and an equal distribution to all.
On equitable access to diagnostics, treatments, and vaccines.
And affordability of the vaccines, therapeutics, and diagnostics
in order to develop adequate treatments and vaccines.
What do we have in our houses? We have these black boxes. What are they called? TVs. But if you stop and you say the word television, and when you turn on that television, what do you get? What's the first thing that pops up? A list of channels. And when you turn on those channels, what's on those channels? Programming. They are programming you. They've been programming your whole life. You don't even know it. They do it with your music. They do it with your TV. They do it with your movies. They do it with your games. Some of these stars have 20, 30 million followers. That's more followers than CNN, Fox, ABC, NBC. These people have to be controlled. They can't just go off a message and start saying whatever they want to say. They have to be somewhat reined in. They have to be controlled, or they do not get the platform to have the voice that they have.
When you think about the entertainment industry, what comes to mind? Movies, TV, music, right? Let's talk about this entertainment.
I've been observing you.
What if this entertainment was more than just entertainment?
Now in complete control!
When you're driving home from work, what are you listening to? When you come home after a long day and turn on the TV, what do you see?
The U.S. are bracing.
Saying that they're one. Think about all the content you've seen throughout your whole life. A lot of it has actually made us who we are today.
So you don't know what's really going on.
Have you ever stopped for just a second, though, and questioned the content?
Allá afuera te convence un teatro, un influencer. ¿Qué te venden estos influencers? Escúchale sus palabras y sus mensajes. ¿Qué te están vendiendo? ¿Qué imágenes están instalando cada vez que escuchas estos influencers? ¿El contenido viene de qué? ¿Viene de una buena salud? ¿Te dura más vida? ¿Te da más vida? ¿O viene de un miedo que acorta la vida? Pon atención, ponle atención a todo tu contenido. Diariamente, ponle atención. Porque el enfoque es alabanza al tema de enfoque. La inversión de cada imaginación siendo liberada, donde lo único que tienes de opción es tu alegría más alta en ese momento. Resetea tu CPU